excited to be reading here at the Lost Church. It's my first time here, and it's a lovely space. I'm going to have to bust out my $5 Walgreens readers here. I'm reticent about buying the glasses that I need. The place where real music is born. She said, "Baby, I'm as sad as fuck." And I said, "Honey, that's just the way some of us are. It's just the way we're born. It's our gift, our lifestyle. There's other folks, they never really learn how to sing. They've never really been to the place where real music is born. They've never knocked back the sorrow of the years like a cheap wine and chased it with a shot of something beautiful and lost, while listening to the secrets the moon tells when it's too drunk to know what it is. And when the big darkness finally comes to claim us, and the world blooms with the truth of it, these other folks, they'll be lost and frightened. They'll curse their gods and everything else they bought. But you and me will get our tickets punched, and we'll stride right into the heart of it like it was our living room. This is called Algorithms. Emerson says poetry must be its own end, or it is nothing. And the poets look troubled, wounded from the Twitter wars of 2018, unsure of their brand, wondering if their content might be deemed problematic. Emerson says the verse must be alive, inseparable from its contents, as the soul inspires and directs the body. The poets wonder if maybe the algorithms are working against them, worrying they've put stock in obsolete platforms, blacklisted the wrong publications, chosen questionable fonts. Emerson says we measure inspiration by the music, as the poets walk without rhythm through tedious neighborhoods, swiping left like phony gods. A couple of Sundays ago, Lawrence Ferlinghetti turned 100 years old. Kind of the last man standing of the original Beats, and I wrote this poem for the occasion that I read at After Party at Specs. It's called On the Occasion of Lawrence Ferlinghetti's 100th birthday. At a Vesuvio Cafe just across from City Lights, you can still get a perfect Bloody Mary and sit at the balcony table with your tattered notebook and your head all full of useless dreams, just like them beatniks back in the day. And down in Kerouac Alley, a double-decker bus dumps a bunch of sun-addled tourists out into the afternoon. And they mill about, squinting at the signs and the plaques, until a fellow in a baseball cap says, "Jack Kerouac, he was that guy who wrote Catch-22 back in the 1960s. And his companions nod, and they take pictures with their phones of what they couldn't say, until they're herded back onto the machine like so many heads of poorly dressed cattle. And over at Columbus and Broadway, there's a palpable shabbiness to things, because Carol Doda is dead, and Gregory Corso, and Richard Brodigan, and Mr. Ginsberg, and so many other folks who brought a certain magic to the world just when it was needed. And now the Salesforce Tower looms like a cheap-ass eye of Mordor. And death weaves through Market Street traffic like an Uber car they won't let you cancel. But if you're lucky, you've got another few minutes until it arrives. And look, there's old Ferlinghetti shuffling down the avenue, like a lost angel, like a miracle they forgot to revoke. And suddenly everything is pretty in the dying lights, and the ghosts and the tourists and the drunks and the bartenders all clasp hands and chant, "Holy Ferlinghetti, holy Bloody Mary, holy dying San Francisco and the dying lights. May you be born again forever, as all the hearts break like promises beneath a perfect North Beach sun." Wear Your Sorrow. We wait to the day at hand like another thing we never wanted but can't quite bring ourselves to give away. And outside the billboards and the faces advertise the latest version of fear. But we've already bought the deluxe edition with a lifetime warranty. So we find a place where we can rest a bit, get some poison in our guts so we'll be safe a while from the things that chase us. And the world's no different from anyone, just another sad thing trying to make it through. On nights without sleep, it cries for lost things and the lack of what it once dreamed to be. Wear your sorrow like a favorite dress, and I'll sing you songs of no second chances. Our only crime is imagining the world more beautiful than it was born to be. If we met it on the street today, it wouldn't even know our names. But I swear to you, it loved us once. And you can't buy that kind of thing anymore, not even on computers. And this is called The Fire of Now. Sometimes it feels like there's not much other than the fact of death waiting just beneath the flimsy surface of things, and the crass dullness of our hours wearing us down like an ocean. And the poets are useless, having broken with the music of things, and the day an unfortunate accident no one will cop to. You find no solace in the misty gray sky or the sad old buildings propped up against it, still haunted by ghosts of decent things now gone. And you wander the streets in the soft rain, looking for that old place with the perfect jukebox. But they tore it down and replaced it with a world of safe spaces, and all you wanted was just a bit of pretty danger. And then suddenly her face like a prison break, and her lips like a pardon from this world and the next, reminding you that the fire of now is ever equal to the smugness of the void. And you are struck by the bravery of her beauty in the face of what remains of things. And you tell her so. And she laughs and says, "Why don't you write a poem about it?" And you do. Thank you.